For nearly 200,000 geeks, nerds, gamers, cosplayers, and rapidly aging moms and dads who attend Megacon Orlando each year, the show has become a rite of passage. It's a yearly celebration of all those things that we were told were too goofy to celebrate throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now, if you've ever wanted to walk down a busy tourist corridor dressed as your favorite Pokemon, while leading a friend dressed like Aladdin on a dog leash and chain, and brandishing a sword, well, this might just be your kind of party.
Greetings, my friends. It is your Uncle Splorin Ryan coming to you from Megacon 2025 here in gorgeous Orlando. This is the second time that I have been to Megacon throughout my many years here in Orlando, and it is just as crazy busy as ever.
I like having no anxiety.
Oh, by the way, I've got Ian with me today, and I'm hoping that you will also join us today. So today we do just a little Splorin.
Splorin!
While Comic-Con in San Diego and Dragon Con in Atlanta tend to get the most press, Megacon is actually, pound for pound, the second biggest comic convention in the country, though calling it a comic convention really is a little bit of an oversimplification. It's more of a comic / gaming / anime / collectible / cosplay / stuff that your mother threw away when and if you ever moved out of the house convention.
Pain is the cleanser! Pain is the cleanser!
It doesn't matter if your heart is seeking out the surprisingly aerodynamic droids or potentially a strangely comic-accurate Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Well, if you can't find it here, you don't need it.
Got new school Snake Mountain over here. I had the original Snake Mountain back in the 80s. This is quite a bit more elaborate. Fun fact, the original Snake Mountain toy did not have the snake. It had this guy, but not the snake. So already an improvement on our Snake Mountains. So let's take a minute to talk about what Megacon is, at least what it is for us. I've got Ian with me today, and Ian is a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, so you're going to see us stop at a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's booths. Oh, there's also, he's a big fan of this triangle Bill Cipher guy too, so we'll stop for those. We break for triangles. We've got all of your weapon needs over here, and for all the cosplayers we have, this is probably going to be a very popular booth, I would imagine. A lot of, as you can see, comic or movie accurate weapons. Now, while my son is looking for the Five Nights stuff, I am all about the cool, or at least what I would consider to be cool t-shirts. Because nothing cooler than what a middle-aged dad would choose.
Who likes jazz?
I love jazz.
Now, what counts as a cool t-shirt? Well, for me, it's one of two things. It's either a play on another pop culture icon, such as my Guinness t-shirt featuring Alec Guinness, or it's a t-shirt of something that is either under the radar or just very difficult to find. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything that counts just yet. The Dejang, though. It always kills me when I see these Transformers and I realize how many of them that I used to have and how much they're worth now. Now, mind you, these ones, I don't know that these are the ones that I had. These look like they might be newer versions of ones that I had. And they're worth this much. There are, as Ian pointed out, there's more over here. Again, in this particular case, these look like newer versions of the ones that I had. I had the original Transformers from back in like 84, 85 maybe. I had Starscream. Oh, that's awesome. Mayor McCheese.
Why is that awesome?
I actually had the original version of the leg right here. Wow, I'm gonna lose sleep over that.
Kinky!
Ah, this is your chance to teach towel safety. It's important.
You want to get high? No, we don't want to get high.
Well, you could buy your own bender, or a gold bender, or a knot bender. That is not the most impressive looking Dr. Doom, but I still kind of want it. All right, Ian, you've made your first Five Nights at Freddy's purchase today. Show us what you got.
I got the simulator puppy plush.
All right, you want to hold them up? You want to hold them underwater?
Drive you out to the middle of nowhere, leave you for dead?
This is another interesting one. It's toadsthirsty.com. Thirsty bags for thirsty fans. I don't know what to say about that.
Kinky.
This has been a pretty big thing the last several years, these mystery boxes. They seem to sell pretty well. I personally, don't have the best luck with such things, and B, don't have the disposable income because I'm giving it to him. So, you know, maybe the real mystery is inside all of us, and it's friendship. I gotta say, if you are not a fan of Japanese pop culture, you are out of luck in here. Case in point, a lot of Mandalorians, a lot of Deadpools. Oh, look at that awesome picture of the cast of Major League. To get personal for just a second, some of these art dealers are fantastic, but I always feel bad stopping or slowing down, because if you make eye contact and then don't buy something, I feel like it's like a personal slight against them.
If everything you're doing is bad.
Look at all the people in these Hawaiian shirts, probably waiting to meet Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow. And a whole lot of them look just like him. I could say that because he's a friend. I would not consider this an impulse item. SeaWorld is getting in on the action in a very big way, making it easily the second largest skull that I've seen today. Themed fudges. And this is the fourth mystery box booth that we've seen so far today. Like I said, very popular. And there you can get your Taylor Swift comics.
Is that legal?
This looks fairly promising to me. It's an entire damn tower of t-shirts. You know, it's actually more than a tower of t-shirts. It's like a town of t-shirts. And hats. Can't forget about hats. Unfortunately, though, I'm not really seeing anything too out of the ordinary. Perhaps there'll be another tower of t-shirts. That looks like a tower of tapestries. Unfortunately, I've really had to decrease my tapestry budget over the last several years. It's inflationary issues. Ooh, they have coffee, and caffeine is, in fact, very important. And they were kind enough to set me up with a cup of dark roast. I'm going to put a little cream and some sugar in it because I'm a wuss. Today I'm going with a bag of this Wonder Woman coffee, which is coconut and pecan flavored. We have a fancy new coffee maker that I could put this to use on. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I like it. Looks like everything here is Weapon X related. Got what sort of looks like the Wolverine jacket. Supposed to look like the Weapon X facility in Canada, no doubt. We have Deadpool and one of the scientists and a whole bunch of merchandise ready for your purchasing dollars. All right, you know I loves me some Tiki. Gotta say, I really enjoy when they go the extra mile on their booths. It makes a huge difference. I say that even though I'm not going to go in there and buy anything. I'm just not a Dungeons & Dragons guy. Well, the boy has now seen a Huggy Wuggy mask, so you know we're going to go over here. Because when it's not Five Nights at Freddy's, it is Poppy Playtime. Although, as you can see, they certainly don't stop there. You thinking about it? I like this booth. This is just a booth of cosplay leather jackets, or probably pleather jackets. And as Ian's pointing out, we have Ben 10. I don't know what that one is, but I see like Wolverine and Red Hood and Nightwing. This is kind of cool. I like it.
Approved.
Well, I get the reference, but I don't get the reference. A lot of these booths full of Lego characters as well. Some of them are things you can just get in the packs, but a lot of them are customized. Theory Savers over here. Happen to know these guys are a branch off of Star Wars Theory on YouTube. Supposed to be very high quality lightsabers. Darth Maul over there. There's the Star Wars Theory guy himself. I wonder how many people here know him as that and how many are just here for sabers. TheorySavers.com, by the way. This is the food court. As you can see, it's a little busy. Fun fact, the cheapest meal I have seen coming out of this particular food court is $18. That was for a Chick-fil-A sandwich with pickles, a waffle chips, not fries, and a bag to put it in. No drink, no waffle fries. Not really a whole lot of choice either. Taking a page out of Disney's book, you could build your own saber over here. Take a look at this. These guys are selling for $10 a piece. Easily the cheapest I've seen the Funkos so far. I wonder if Disney knows those two are together. Would you like to stand in a long line? Here we go. This right here was my entire 1989. Oh, I would have killed to have driven off with this. And there's a surfboard. Oh, so incredible. So for $20, which goes to charity, you can get your picture taken in the Batmobile and get a Joker dollar. Right, like that. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that. There's my Joker bill, and I gotta take off my shoes before I get in the Batmobile. All right, here's the big moment. Only been waiting 30 years for this one. I'm guessing that everyone my age has been geeking out over this the whole weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now I can say that I'm in the Batmobile. Goodbye, my dear. So this entire area is just photo ops. A lot of them are paid, but the paid photo ops generally seem to be going more for charity. You know, $20 and get your picture taken in Ecto 1 or, you know, the Batmobile, for instance. I do like the look of that AT-ST. Very cool looking. Very, very realistic, other than, you know, the fact that it's made out of wood.
What do you want?
Picture with you.
So I kind of think they built Tatooine here for photos. We've got a whole bunch of people that don't necessarily scream Star Wars here, but I think it's Tatooine. Even get yourself some blue milk that is super glued to the counter. I feel like we might be breaking the fourth wall here. Looks like over here is the Empire's lair. The stormtrooper up there with a cannon, he actually moves once every few seconds. The head turns. Let's see if he'll turn his head on command. Hey you, turn your head on command. Oh, you could actually film into it. That one comes to us on behalf of Give Kids the World. It's a charity that helps ill children. Definitely worth stopping by. They aren't charging for anything, but they will gladly take your donation. It is the way. Hey, there's the guy that broke into the Capitol last year.
That guy's just plain nuts.
I don't know that I get it. We have now entered what is being billed as the Artist Alley. It's a lot of, well, artists, but artists can mean a lot of different things, obviously. From metalwork to watercolors, airbrush, and lithographs. Oh, looks like Jock is here signing things. He's a big Batman artist. I mean, he does things other than Batman, but that's what I know him for. A lot of comic book artists back here, signing autographs, selling prints, selling comics, petting dogs, but still, no damn hoverboards. The hell?
We've been cheated out of our future.
What the hell, man?
Lied to for the last 10 years.
Suddenly found myself doing a little bit better in terms of Tiki. I just picked up this geeky Tiki of the Kraken from the Acme Comics and Collectibles group. They have a whole bunch of these Tiki mugs over here. Some of which I've seen before, and some of which are brand new to me. That's dumb. Migrating now to the North Hall. For those of you who have not been in here before, there's a North Hall, there is a South Hall, there's a West Hall. The North and the South Hall are connected with the Convention Center Expo Hall between them. The West Hall is across the street, completely disconnected from this one. As you can see, though, it's relatively quiet up here compared to the Expo floor, which to me is just a beautiful thing. And perhaps equally as beautiful, caffeine. Caffeinated beverage consumed, it is time to head right back down to the Expo Hall. It's Ronald McTaco. I wasn't going to shoot it, but it's a prime opportunity.
Videotaped in front of a studio audience.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
I think we found the cosplay stage, and right across from it is a room that you can meet your favorite cosplayer. I personally don't know the names of any cosplayers, so this will be maybe something exciting for you and anticlimactic for me. Admittedly, those are pretty cool. These fine folks will take your picture and even help you repair your costume, so, you know, they're definitely feeling the spirit of it. I think there's actually people in that. Bum 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 bum. I'm thinking we're just in time for the Star Wars cosplay photos. So, Ian, you were getting ready for the Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay meetup. This is a character called Stitch Wraith, yes? And he is a Five Nights at Freddy's, like an endoskeleton that's possessed? Yes. That either means yes, or it means peace, or it means two. I see one other Five Nights at Freddy's person right there. That is Roxanne, right? What's that? Oh, okay. Glamrock Chica. That one's right. Okay. So there's a few here, just not a ton just yet, right? Okay. But there will be. Okay, I'm counting on you. You don't let me down, all right? Don't do it. Don't let me down, man. Don't let me down. That is about the most life-size Darth Vader I think I've seen in a long time. As we get closer to 5 o'clock, there are more Five Nights at Freddy's characters that have popped up, including this headless chap right here. That's great. Incredible. So we're supposed to have started this Five Nights meetup photo thing about 5 minutes ago. Nothing's really happened in terms of organization yet. I do have to say, comparing Megacon to DragonCon, I feel like DragonCon is much better organized than Megacon is so far at 5:15 p.m. 3 minutes later, they just called the Five Nights people over to jump on the magic carpet, and I believe it is photo time. in, I'd say they probably spent about 2 minutes taking the photos, but this is a very happy group of people right now. My son is extremely happy that a couple people recognized what he's supposed to be, even though it is a very, very under-the-radar character. Here's the ultimate Five Nights at Freddy's souvenir. Young Ian here is about to meet Matthew Lillard, who played William Afton in the movie, and get an autograph, right? And all these people over here are trying to get an autograph or a picture taken with him too, so that's kind of cool. Quite the collection of photographs you could have autographed too, so it's $80 for a photo, or $80 for a selfie. I'm not allowed to actually film him right now because, you know, the $80 thing, and then $140 for the entire thing. And a lot of people here are doing both, as I understand. What did we go with? We went with him next to a picture of him. Yes, that's the one. And look, people have given him many things, including an eye patch and a bloodshot eye, and they knocked his tooth out and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, he's got that going for him. I was not allowed to film it, but as you can see here, Ian went in and met Matthew Lillard, and Matthew was very impressed by the homemade costume that Ian made, and actually took some photos of him, as well as we got this autographed print that says, "I will always come back." So you are a happy guy today, aren't you? And you know what would make me happy? If you go ahead and hit subscribe below, maybe throw a quick thumbs up there. And I appreciate that you joined us today. And hope that you'll join us again next time when we do Just a Little Splorin.
Kinky.